Sarani, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Now we are going to see about the topic foundation. While constructing a building, above the earth surface the foundation is made, and above that only the superstructure is constructed. When we are coming between the difference between the substructure and the superstructure is nothing but the construction that is made above the soil surface is called as the superstructure. The construction that is made below the soil surface is called as the substructure. In substructure the foundation is made. In superstructure the building that we are constructing above the ground surface is called as the superstructure. Next one is the function of a foundation. There are four main functions of a foundation. First one is the uniform weight transfer. The whole weight of the building is transferred to the foundation. The foundation that transfers the whole weight to the soil. This is the main purpose of the foundation. Next one is it prevents the soil damage or the structural damage. Next one is it provides a base for the superstructure. Next one, it ensures the overall strength of the building. Next one, foundation hierarchy. It is nothing but the foundation is divided into two types, that is shallow foundation and deep foundation. In shallow foundation the depth is less than the width, that is called as the shallow foundation. In deep foundation the depth is greater than the width, that is called as the deep foundation. In shallow foundation the soil capacity will be high. When we are compared to the deep foundation, the soil capacity will be low, that is called as the deep foundation. Next one, the shallow foundation characteristics and usages. When we come to the shallow foundation, the depth is less than the width, that is called as the shallow foundation. The depth is a minimum of around 800 mm, maximum of around 4 meters, that is the shallow foundation. Next one, soil bearing capacity. In shallow foundation the soil bearing capacity is more when compared to the deep foundation. This type of foundation is used in suitable soils. Next one, deep foundations. In deep foundation the depth is greater than the width, so it is called as the deep foundation. The soil bearing capacity is low when compared to the shallow foundation. Next one, the load is transferred by the by piles or by the caissons. Next one is the foundation types, comparing the shallow foundation and the deep foundation. First one, when we compare the depth, the depth is less in the shallow foundation. When we compare with the deep foundation, the depth is greater in the deep foundation. Next one is the soil bearing capacity. The soil bearing capacity will be more in shallow foundation when we compare with the deep foundation. The soil bearing capacity will be low. The load transfer will be direct to the soil in shallow foundation. When we compare with the deep foundation, the load transfer is vertical, that we use a pile or caisson so that the load transfer is vertical. Next one, the difference between the foundation and the footing. Footing, there are two types, that is shallow foundation and deep foundation. In this shallow foundation is called as the footing. Next one, types of foundation. There are two types of foundation, that is shallow foundation and deep foundation. In shallow foundation there are strip foundation, isolated foundation, raft foundation. Strip foundation is nothing but a strip like concrete layer is made in a small area, that is called as the strip foundation. That is a concrete layer is made that is the strip foundation. This type of foundation is used for a small residential buildings. Next one is the isolated foundation. Isolated foundation is nothing but each column of the building has a foundation, that is called as the isolated foundation. Each column has a separate footing, that is called as the isolated foundation. Next one is the raft foundation. Raft foundation is nothing but the mat foundation. All the columns in the building are combined in a mat foundation, that is called as the raft foundation. Next one is the deep foundation. Deep foundation, there are two types, that is pile foundation and caisson foundation. In pile foundation there will be a slender vertical columns are provided, that may be of concrete, that may be of steel, that may be of cement. The pile foundations are made in large construction buildings such as skyscrapers and bridges, dams. In these buildings, the pile foundations are used. Next one is the caisson foundation. Caisson foundation is nothing but a box-like structure that is watertight. This type of foundation is made in bridges, arches, and high and heavy load buildings. These caisson foundations are made. Next one is the foundation types depending on the soil bearing capacity. Right, soil shallow foundation, the soil bearing capacity is high. In deep foundation, the shallow bearing capacity is low. Next one is the types of spread footings. In spread footings, there are three types. That one is the column footing, wall footing, and grillage footing. In column footing, we have three types. That is single pad footing, stepped footing, and sloped footing. In column footing, each column of a building has a isolated single footing will be provided. Each column has a footing, that is called as the column footing. Next one, wall footing. Each wall of the building has a footing. Next one, grillage footing. These are all the types of foundations that we are having. First one, deep foundation, shallow foundation. In the deep foundation, shallow foundation, many types of foundations are there. Thank you.